Hello and welcome back to this Board Game Life. I'm your host Mark, and today I'm unboxing the brand new Seven Wonders dice from Repo Productions. In this game, you're going to guide one of the seven largest cities of antiquity to prosperity in Seven Wonders dice. During the game, you will construct a wonder that defies time, make scientific advances, develop commerce, manage your resources, and handle your gold reserve prudently, all while keeping an eye on neighboring cities, since ignoring them has a heavy price. A game plays over a series of turns, which you will use dice to construct your city. At the end of the game, count up all of your points to see who has the highest score. This game's designed by Antone Bauza, the arts by Agnes Ripoche. I apologize. I know I'm butchering that. I'm so sorry. This game's published by Repos Productions in 2025. It's for ages 10 and up for 2 to 7 players. Plays in about 25 minutes. And as always, I do ask if you'd please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for us. Help us to get our subscription numbers up. We really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us. And then again, hit that bell icon so that you will be alerted when new content is released. All right, so let's get to the table. We're going to take a look at, whoa, first we need to zoom out, don't we? All right, so we're going to look at Seven Wonders dice. So I love Seven Wonders Architects. That's the first one I ever played in the Seven Wonders series. I did eventually pick up Seven Wonders. I think it was the second edition that I picked up. But I do have that. Not as big a fan of that one. I just really love Architects. I love the way it plays, the quickness of it, the interaction with the neighbors and things. I don't know. And it could be because it was the first one I ever played that I really liked that the best. But so I was curious about the dice game, and I'm really happy it has arrived. So the box does have, like, I don't know if you can tell, but this is that foiling and stuff is erased, so you can actually feel that on there. So it's a really nicely done box. All right, let's see. Find your Seven Wonders. Who are you playing with? Oh, with family and friends. We are not used to strategy. Who are not used to strategy games? Play Architects for 2 to 7 players. So if you're playing with people with strategy game enthusiasts, and if you got 2 people, they tell you to play Seven Wonders dice or duel. If you got between 3 and 7, they recommend Seven Wonders dice or Seven Wonders. So it's kind of interesting little chart they put in there. I think that's kind of cool. And it's a way to let you know of other games that they sell. But they do it based on size of your party. All right. So got some colorblind symbols down here. So the game is obviously going to be set up for those that do struggle with colorblindness. This game is going to have you got symbols to help you out with that. We've got the book here. So we got about, what do we got? 8-page rule book. Final scoring on the back. So again, there's not a lot to it. This should be a relatively easy game. And we've got some description of effects. So little icons. Oh, I guess these are going to be some things that you can share among the players. So you can have up to 7 people, but they only give you 3 of these. And I guess they figure you can put them between people. All right, and then where's my little rule book? So we'll get one board. Looks like they look bigger on the screen. I think we might, or did these fold? Oh, these fold out. Okay. So that's a player board right there. And let's see. I don't know if it matters. It looks like the coloring is really only across the top. So I don't think, again, in this game, there's not going to be like a need for player coloring. Each player, they get a random board and a pencil. Oh, how are we using pencils in this? Let's see. There's like a score. Hopefully they have dry erase. They just call them pencils. They look like real pencils in the book. Let's see. These are pencils. They must not be something. Well, they do write on here. And it does wipe. Interesting. So they're not markers. Sounds like a grease pencil or something. I don't know what that is, but they are pencils. So interesting. All right. I might actually like that better than the actual dry erase markers. Okay, so here's the dice in the game. You can see they've got a lot of different sides to them. Come on out of there. I don't think they need to go. And then this is what you shake them in. So you can see how this is 1, 2, 3, and 0. So I think you're supposed to take, I know this isn't the how to play, but you're supposed to mix up the dice. So a random player places the lid on the forum. I guess this is the forum. Make circular movements on the table to mix up the dice, and they remove the lid to reveal the dice and their cost. Random player places the lid on the forum. So do we tell you to put? Choose one of the 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 dice here. How many dice do we put in there? Place the small box called the forum in the center. Place inside the box the 7 starting dice. 3 gray, 1 blue, 1 white, 1 purple. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I think I got mixed up here. The 7 starting, 3 gray. I dropped down 3 gray. I dropped down a blue, a red, yellow, and green. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Keep the 3 specialty dice. That's those. Nearby, the black, the white, the purple. They will be used later on in the game. Okay, so, and then essentially you're going to put those in there, and then they tell you that random player, try to get that away from the microphone a little bit. And they're supposed to go like a circular motion is what it says. And then so now, let's just for the heck of it. So we had 3 grays right there where I put them. Okay. That's weird. Okay, so that's where the dice lay. And then what happens is the form's divided into 4 sections, each with the cost. So basically nothing's free. And then you got to choose one of the 7 dice available in the forum. The symbol on the top side of the die is associated with a building on your board. And depending on the section in the forum, pay the cost of the die you choose using coins from your gold reserve. Then on the board, the arrow attaches. So if I had picked that thing, I'm looking at this, looking at it upside down. If I had picked that scroll-looking thing, let's see. I need to put the board up here so you can see it. Where's my little scroll-looking thing? So here's a scroll. It says on your board. Oh, so these are resources, the grays, which are down here. So on the board, the arrow attached to the symbol shows the order of construction which you must follow in crossing off spaces. Pay the construction costs shown in the space using resources from the warehouse and or coins from your gold reserve. Finally, cross off the concerned space. You benefit from its effects from now on. So I'll have to read on that a little more, but I guess if I use this, paying 2 to get this science thing, I'm assuming I can go here and check that off because it's the sciencey guy. So I'm checking the first one off, then probably the second one, and then there you would get the purple die, I guess. So anyways, that's kind of the gist. And then you'll have the other die that'll come in some other way a bit later. But yeah, not a ton to it. I'm going to just keep the dice right back. I'm going to just keep the dice in the forum. I don't even need to put them back in the baggie. So that's 7 Wonders, the dice game. All right, let's take it back to the main camera. Again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell. And again, feel free, share your comments with us. Let us know what you thought of Seven Wonders Dice. Is it something you plan to get? Is it too simple for you? It seems it does look like a fairly simple, but could be fun. I think it might be fun for a larger group of people just to play as a warm up or just a quick game on a weeknight. This might be a great weeknight game. Doesn't take a long time, but you can still play a little Seven Wonders. So, all right, thanks again. Really appreciate you joining us, and we will see you at the table. Have a great day.